Anyway, guys, welcome to the Punch Button. This is Subpar Lobster, and here today we're talking about our Oscar snubs. The movies that should have won because of these categories that should have been categories.
I'm the Chief Ash.
I'm Nick Fleury.
I'm Subpar Lobster.
You said that.
Yeah, you did. So, we're going to give you 3 categories. Here's the number 1. Number 1, we're going to go with Best Acting Ensemble, because for some reason, that's not an Oscar, right?
It's like a SAG,
awards
right?
have a Best Acting Ensemble, and the Oscars doesn't have it.
Sometimes you just can't pick one person. Everyone is on the equal playing field. No one person stands out. It happens sometimes, but the Oscars don't see it that way.
So before we discuss it all the way across, let's say what we feel like should have won. My opinion, Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton.
Hateful Eight. I'll die on this island alone.
I doubt you're alone on that.
No.
Well, Straight Outta Compton was a very well-made movie with all these... Because everyone was mad that no one got a nomination from it, but, like, who would you pick? They were all so solid of actors, and there were no names and stuff like that, but they're all getting a career out of this, and they all played their parts so well. The movie was great.
Jason Mitchell, Corey Hawkins, O'Shea Jackson Jr. Those are the big 3, the people who like the movie center on, and each character, each actor feels chooses these characters so well. Like Chief said, you really can't pick one person because they all did their research extensively, and they fill these shoes really well.
Plus, you're going to create like an Oscar paradox where you're going to have them wanting to elect the guy who's playing his dad or the guy who plays the guy who looked the exact same at that age. So then it goes to either Dr. Dre or Ice Cube.
Jackson Jr.
About what they had too. I mean, they actually had pretty good performances.
They really did.
Yeah. And what was the guy's name that played Eazy-E?
Jason Mitchell.
Jason Mitchell. He's already on another movie.
Did you guys hear?
He has a TV show right now too.
Yeah.
Did you guys?
O'Shea Jackson Jr. has a movie with his father coming out, which I don't see, but he's doing something. I don't see them two together in the same movie. I feel like it's a bad idea, but go ahead.
Oh, they also basically they made Ice Cube's son had actually it was him playing him, right?
It was, yes.
Okay, so Ice Cube's son actually had to audition. Like, he didn't just get the job because he was Ice Cube's kid. Like, he had to go through the whole process.
Yeah, they actually...
There's a story behind Eazy-E's son. Eazy-E, he's a rapper. I don't know if he's known well or not. He auditioned for the role.
Do we know Eazy-E?
But his audition didn't go so well, so they gave it to Jason Mitchell, which kind of, I guess, justifies the casting for O'Shea Jackson Jr. because other people did audition, but he's the one who got the part. He studied for 2 years under his father, learning things that his father never told him before, and he embodied the character really well. It was almost seamless. You forget you're watching a movie.
Totally. All right, we're going to need to move on to our next category. The next of the 3 we're going to give out is Best Biopic, because...
real life's always more interesting than the movies. Go out and have fun, kids. Go play.
Well, yeah, but, and also, typically when it comes to Best Picture, if there's a biopic out that year, it wins.
That's true.
Like, that's pretty much how the Oscars work. So probably if it has its own category...
It'll make room for other movies to
blossom a little bit.
That's how Revenant won.
What?
The Revenant was about Leonardo DiCaprio going to Canada and trying to survive the climate. So that's basically why that won. Roger got it.
Global warming. What's your guys' picks for Best Biopic?
So far, you got one?
Nick Fleury, I'm feeling you. I think you should take this one.
I think you should too.
I'm gonna go. I went into Black Mass. I read a lot about Whitey Bulger and his time he did in prison and everything he did in Boston, and it was pretty close to what actually happened. Johnny Depp, it was a major comeback for him. He's been doing really, wasn't horrible, but his filmography is not looking too well right now. This movie may have put him back on the map. Now, given he's probably not taking full advantage of this, what Black Mass has done for him.
He'll probably do another Pirates movie.
But his performance was really well. He really embodied the character well. The actors in the movie also did their research. If they didn't look like the character, they did their best to embody who the character was. and Joel Edgerton, who's also in the movie, did really well. It's not as well rounded as I would like it to be, but as far as biopics came out last year, that's my top pick. It was a tie between that and Straight Outta Compton for me, but I had to make the decision.
It was a good year for biopics too, because I mean, you have like tons of movies that are just. I mean, you always have movies based on true stories, but you have all like a movie like Black Mass, which is based on a gangster. You have movies like Straight Outta Compton, which based on like a music group, and then you have something like Joy, which is like based on an adventure. Which actually, that's my pick for the best biopic of the year is Joy, because I really like that. I like that style of directing where it's more character based. Like the story of Joy is there, but it's more based on like trying to recreate kind of the idea of what these characters were going through, less in the facts and more in like their personalities.
Totally. Mm-hmm. My pick goes to Straight Outta Compton, mainly because, like, I mean, not only did it follow pretty closely to like the actual events that happened, but at the same time, like when I saw the movie was coming out, I never thought that was going to be as good as it was. I think that one came out kind of from the back seats from everybody.
Nobody expected Oscar talk for it.
Pretty solid. What was it?
Nobody expected Oscar talk for Straight Outta Compton, and then when it came out, everyone's like, "This could seriously be nominated."
Totally.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When I first saw the trailer for this movie, I was like, "Oh my God, this is gonna fly."
It'll be a train wreck.
When I saw it, oh my God.
Yeah, it was good.
It was amazing.
All right, so our last category.
Okay.
This one, coming from the beautiful mind of Mr. Subharlov.
This is basically the movies that you'll care about 20 years down the road when these Oscars are said and done and nobody remembers half the nominations. All due respect to those movies.
Yep. You know, essentially the real Best Picture.
The real Best Picture.
Yeah. So, okay. So, I mean, it didn't win Best Picture. I was about to say it won Best Picture, but blah, 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 but it didn't. Mad Max killed when it came to the Oscars, and for some reason it didn't win Best Picture. It was very well done. It was an action movie that I didn't despise. It was a great movie. It brought back an awesome franchise, and everyone's gonna remember it. It brought Mad Max from oh yeah, my dad used to watch that to yeah, I've seen every one of these. It's freaking solid.
And George Miller, who's been working on these movies, all 4 of them, he came back with a vengeance, and he's I think he's in his 70s too. He still has it.
Totally.
George Miller is so crazy too because he really took this. All the Mad Max movies are always movies that are film classics, but everyone kind of forgets when that conversation comes up. And they wanted this whole Mad Max Fury Road was in development for so many years, and he just basically was like, "No, I would rather wait another year, not do the movie, and make the movie I want to make," and it really paid off.
George Miller got taught of making Happy Feet. So
Happy Feet taught him how to make Mad Max 4.
Penguins, who need them?
All right, so my pick for the real Best Picture that should have won, because Mad Max was up there, but I definitely think Star Wars. And while it might not be arguably the best well-made movie of the year, it's definitely the movie that we're all going to have talked about all year, and the movie we are going to talk about all year, especially when it gets to the point that we're like, please God, stop making Star Wars movies.
Yeah, the thing about Star Wars, whether it's good or bad, people are going to talk about it for years.
I mean, there's already 2 more movies planned.
It's not good. People still talk about it.
People started redeeming the prequels after that movie came out. People were like, oh yeah, these are also good, and here's why. It's all right, great.
Disney is Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars is going to be remembered forever.
Because it has to be, I guess.
Yeah.
And when you're all sick of them, they'll still make them. Sorry. Didn't realize you were talking. Go for it. Nothing. Go for it. We both started talking at the same time, and neither of us stopped.
Quentin Tarantino, every movie he's had, the majority of every movie that Quentin Tarantino came out with has been memorable. Pulp Fiction came out in '94. People are still talking about it. It's very quotable. And Hateful Eight is no exception. It's going to be remembered for its monologue, the cinematography, everything about it for the next 10 years. I mean, they may not talk about it every year, but it will be brought up 10, 15, 20 years from now. It is one of the classics. One of the Tarantino classics, I should say.
It'll be the most hipster one, because it'll be the one that nobody immediately says is the best Tarantino movie, so everyone will be like, that's my favorite one, because nobody brings it up.
You're right, I was just thinking that. I was like, everyone's going to be like Django Unchained 10 years from now, and they'll be like, no.
Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight, Death Proof, and Reservoir Dogs, the 3 best Tarantino movies.
Reservoir Dogs was awesome.
Tarantino himself would disagree with you.
He would probably come to your house and like strangle you for saying Death Proof is good.
And make me watch old samurai movies while he does it.
Please don't kill us, Tarantino. We love you.
I love you, Tarantino. You shaped my childhood.
You pretentious bastard. No, I'm joking.
We are joking.
Yeah. Not about Star Wars, though. That is the best movie this year.
We talked about forever.
Yeah, well. So, anyway, so this has been the Punch Button on some Oscar snubs category-wise. So, yeah. Also, don't forget, we have a competition going around. Share this video. Share it. We're going to pick a random person who shared it, and we are going to give them a free digital download copy of The Wolf of Wall Street. So, totally cool, legit, Blu-ray definition, awesomeness, totally free. So, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, do stuff. Tell us what you thought should have won these categories we brought up, or maybe tell us some categories you thought of. So that'd be kind of neat. Maybe we can bring them up in another video. But your opinion matters
to us, if no one else.
To all of us here at the Punch Button.
Every last one of our hearts go to you right now. We're speaking to you.
Even some hearts we don't have.
You specifically watching this video right now. We're talking to you. Use your little.
And if you don't have a heart, we like that too.
Totally.
Just don't dislike.
Also, follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Links are in the description. So, yeah. So, this has been the Chief Ash.
I am Nick Fleury.
And I am Subpar Lobster. Sorry about the freezing. Nick Fleury.
Whatever. Y'all have a good night and keep watching.
Or good morning whenever you're watching it.
All right.